lived with his mother till he was 40. She tried to poison his oatmeal.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
I'd like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona, but it's not Halloween. Grow up, Peter Pan, Count Chocula.
Lord knows we need family now more than ever. You're welcome. Thank you.
I think he's on steroids. It's like trying to cover a fucking racehorse.
Boom! Hot route!
What is hot route?
Will you just go stand on the other side?
We play some competitive sports once in a while, would it?
Oh, would that make you love me?
What's going on, movie lovers and butt smokers, and welcome back to 5 on It. On today's episode, the spooky season has come to a close around the 5 on It studios, and we need a little bit of a palate cleanser. And on today's episode, we are going back to 2005 to review the legendary movie Wedding Crashers. But before we dive any further into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a share, maybe a like, a comment below on some of your favorite comedy movies of all time. Sir Fraser, tell the people what we're watching.
Man, so we're back at it. Like I said, we just finished spooky season, and we wanted to, kind of transition to something a little bit lighter. Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up, so we wanted to go the comedy route.
Let's leave the horror, the scary shit behind.
Yeah, man,
for a little bit.
And it was pretty. It was a great. Wedding Crashers was on the list of comedies. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is such a great movie, iconic movie. One of my favorite rom-com movies ever.
Oh yeah. I never thought of this as like really a romantic comedy, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I show this to my lady. She likes all that romance.
Yeah, it's good, man. This definitely hits. It's directed by David Dobkin. And this movie stars Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Rachel McAdams, and Christopher Walken, just to name a few. Oh, as well as Bradley Cooper. Plays a douchey boyfriend / fiance.
Yeah, this was Bradley before he did all the Hangover and stuff like that.
Yep.
When he had the little shortcuts. Yeah. Honestly, like that's when he started to become like the actor that he is today. Mm-hmm. People forget that. It's like, oh, he was in Wedding Crashers. He was that little douchebag back in the day. But quickly, we're gonna start off with some of the the pros of the movie and some of the highlights. But one quick one is, he doesn't get enough shine, but it was like his Bradley Cooper's friend when they do the football scene. Mm-hmm. The football scene is hilarious. This whole movie is hilarious. But when they get to the football scene, and his little buddy is like, "Are you ready for the noise to be brought on you?" And he's like, "What? Are you ready for the noise?"
The ball.
And then he does the legendary line of crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. I'm like, this dude, he's not even getting many lines in this. And even we talked off mic when he's getting ready for the wedding, and he's like, "Did you check out the rack on that girl? Don't worry about a sack. She comes to you, man. She comes to the sack."
Right, he was glazing him. I was like, yeah.
And even in the football scene when they're playing, he's like, "You got to anticipate that blitz." And he's like, "I know. I'm sorry, man."
He's like, "No, shut up. Anticipate the blitz." Yo, he's hella intense. But
he's not gonna be like widely remembered, but on rewatch, that unsung hero is pretty hilarious.
Well, dude, just the intro to this movie is so good because we meet these wedding crashers in the middle of this divorce settlement, and they are essentially mediators between this couple who's divorced. And the one lady gives me when she's going for her pills, he's like, "That's right, baby. Go comatose for me."
Yeah.
And she says, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me." Yeah. And then she gives us a line that surfaces later. "You're white trash, hillbilly."
Oh, I fucking missed that. When Owen Wilson brings that up later, and just a look on his face when he's like, "White
What?
trash, hillbilly."
I love that line came back, but you're just getting there like a vibe of these two guys during the middle of this mediation where he's like, don't you want to be able to get in the chastity without anybody being upset, having to sneak around? He's like, don't you want some Latin man needing you, wanting you?
That's some Latin man.
Fucking weird ass.
I mean, from the get-go, we
mediators.
Honestly, one of the highlights of this movie is, I would say, to me, is the pacing. Mm-hmm. Because even from like the first scene is when we're seeing their chemistry in action, mm-hmm. Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, and it's hugely like it just comes right at you, how well they work together. And from there, it's like they automatically jump into like the wedding crashing scenes, and they're kind of like giving you they start playing the shout song, and they're kind of just showing you a little bit of their tactics and whatnot. And like I said, the movie just starts off with a bang, and then you're onto the crashing scenes, and then they start with Rachel McAdams, that family. I forget what their names are. McCleary's, yeah. The Clearys. Yeah, and like you're just like, you're going so fast, but you're getting hit with so many good laughs throughout the whole way. And honestly, like when I mentioned the pacing, you almost feel like with a comedy that you can kind of lose steam, especially like this movie is almost like 2 hours. You could kind of lose steam maybe like halfway through the movie. And I felt like we were kind of at that point almost when they're getting breakfast at the Clearys, and Vince Vaughn comes down after being raped, and he had I had the gay art show in my room last night. I didn't get much sleep. I almost felt like that because that was the midway point in the movie. It was almost like you think that they're going to lose steam because you almost see it on Vince Vaughn's character's face too. I felt like he was almost a representation of that. But the movie just continues to go, and you still have an hour left, and you're still getting hit with so many laughs still throughout the whole movie.
No, I agree that the pacing is something that's really effective in this movie. I mean, right after the mediation scene, with the divorced couple, we see the montage of them really, worming their way into
working their magic
into these different weddings, everything from an Indian wedding to a Jewish wedding to, you name it, all types of weddings and all the different types of personas that they kind of create in order to not arouse any suspicion and to be able to blend in. Their chemistry is something, to your earlier point, that is one of the strongest parts of the story. They have really great screen chemistry. They fed off of each other really well. The banter between them two was really just a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah, once we see them, I think also the end of the montage, right, also does a good job of kind of establishing that Jeremy is. Not Jeremy. John is really looking to. I don't know. He's feeling very unfulfilled with what they've been doing. He feels like it's irresponsible, and it's just he's looking for something else. In a way. His conscience, and I think he's very. Yeah, he is. He's feeling his conscience is feeling a little, the weight of it.
Yeah.
And whereas Jeremy, he's leaning all into it. He's not even thinking about letting up.
He still wants the party to go on, and you kind of like feel like, especially how the movie ends, like you almost feel like their characters almost have like a swap too.
Yes,
in a way, not necessarily how it like completely ends, but like how because he goes, it's like John ends up meeting Chaz like by the end of the movie, and Jeremy's the one like settling down, trying to get married, and he wants him to come to the wedding. It's like their personalities almost like change in a way, get flipped because of how like that journey they go on. When they go to the Clearys, and when John is like he's falling in love and all that type of stuff, but then he ends up getting shot down, but then he has to turn to the dark side, but then he gets brought back. So that's just how their characters start. You wouldn't think that Jeremy would be the one that's going to be the first one to settle down. Yeah, no, for sure. And right before they head into the Cleary wedding, which carries a lot of risk. Just because their Secret Service and the consequences should they find out that they're wedding crashers. I love when they're walking up and Jeremy proposes that they try, go as brothers of a merging maple syrup conglomerate. And he says, and John's like, I'd like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona, but it's not Halloween. Yeah. Go out, Peter Pan, Count Chocula. That's one of my favorite lines early on. It's so good. Bro, did you write that one down too? Because I wrote that down. I was like, bro, this shit is so fucking funny, man. Like some of the legendary lines that you would hear, like even like the Stage 5 clinger or the
girl with the proper hat just like fucked the shit out of me.
Yeah. Or like, man, or like the crab cakes in football. Like some of those, like obviously are like some of the legendary lines. But man, that Owen Wilson one of like, yeah, I would like to be pimps from Oakland or cowboys from Arizona. This isn't Halloween. Grow up, Peter Pan. It's like, damn, he just shot him down so hard and so fucking funny, man. I almost had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard.
Oh man, there's this place is. I mean, it's so good. And when we get to the, we gotta talk about the mom, fucking Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
I just wrote on here that Jane Seymour.
She's
she's a revelation, bro. I feel like watching this movie. Like I saw this when I was younger. Obviously, I've seen this like so many times over the years. But I feel like I watched this for the first time, maybe around the time when it first came out. I didn't watch it in theaters or anything. But I was like a sophomore, junior in high school, give or take. But Jane Seymour, man, that woman is fine. And she's like, she is an older cat. But I want to say this woman like opened my mind to like the older woman revelation. Bro. And dude, she even hits you with like her comedy, like timing is like perfect. And she doesn't get too many lines. Yeah. Okay, she nails all her lines so well. And then even the one where it's like, you should have played in your underwear. And you're like, what? Wait, what? What'd you say?
Well, hell, even she's like, she says, oh, we've been married so many years. Yeah. Like, only faithful for like a few of them. I'm like,
bro, those were two lines she delivers, and then she just walks off.
I know.
If I was in his position, I'd be like, is this woman coming on to me right now? Because I will smash this chick right now. So
he's there for her daughter, bro.
Bro, do you think? I know. It's just like, bro, I would have had blinders on. Like, as soon as like I would have saw Jane Seymour, that mom, I would have been like, fuck the daughter. I'm going after the mom now. I know what the mission I came here, but the mission has changed. But do you think that Owen Wilson actually got to touch her breasts in that scene? It looks kind of real.
It does look real. I'll be honest, I did not even think about that.
Bro, I was looking at that. I was like, because even they showed like the shot of just like the wide shot, and I was like, you lucky motherfucker, man. Hit the gift like it should have been me.
Yo, that's hilarious.
But yeah, like you said, there's like even. There was another line I wrote down when they was talking. It's just a quick line, but it's just like, I wasn't sulking. I twisted my ankle. It's like there's so many just like undercover lines that like might go unnoticed, but they're pretty hilarious for me.
I'm trying to think what the scene. Right, another funny part in the whole football scene. He's like, if I had the air in my lungs, I'd yell at you. Oh my God, your brother. He's down again.
Like, what's wrong with him? Hot route.
Oh,
hot route. I don't know what that means. Red 7. I don't know what that. Can you just go stand over there?
Yo, what am I? When
we're gonna be quoting so many lines.
When they're in the wedding, we're at the wedding reception, and this is just before Jeremy sleeps with the redhead sister. Mm-hmm. I can't remember her name right now. What's her name?
Oh, which chick?
The redhead, the sister.
Oh, I know her name is
Isla
Fisher. Gloria.
Yeah. When John is saying, "Hey, I need more time," and he's just like, he's completely against the rules. He said, "Oh yeah, what about that time you dragged me around with that?" With that Asian chick?" He said, "That's my first Asian."
Yeah,
and he yells.
Everybody just gives him that look like, what the hell? You look at him the way he looks at me. I knew I shouldn't have showed off on the dance floor. And dude, when he meant he's like, I saw you on the dance floor.
I know, and you see him nudging his feet under the table.
Bro, a line I want to go back real quick before when they were getting ready for the Cleary wedding, mm-hmm. and they're talking in the office, mm-hmm. and he talks and he brings up Chaz for the first time, and that's when I wrote it down. He's like, he lives with his mother until he was 40. She tried poisoning his oatmeal. Erroneous on all counts. Oh. Bro, that's another line of just like the pimps in Oakland, bro. Like, it just fucking tickles me so much. That shit cracks me up, man.
Dude, I love this, the whole stage 5 clinger too. You know, after Jeremy and Gloria fool around, have sex, and she kind of gives him like their spiel, like, "Oh, you're my first," mm-hmm. and then we find out later she's just lying to him.
Dude, when she's like,
I thought that's what guys wanted to hear.
I'm like, who the fuck told you that?
Yo,
Not me. Hell no.
He said, wow. But like, he's like, I never leave you. She said, and she's like, good, because I'd find you. I'm like, oh God.
Dude, even when like she's taking him in and she's like after the football game and she's like cleaning up his knee and whatnot, and then she just like freaks out. Dude, the look on her face when he's like, wait, and she has the bottle, bro, you can hear like this, like she's like growling a little bit. I'm like, bro, this is another chick just like Bradley Cooper, where this is a movie that she did before, like she's kind of like before she blew up a bit. But like once again, like the acting, I would say is another highlight of this movie. Like everybody hits all of their comedy lines, all of their notes. Like and just when you think, obviously Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn their chemistry is just impeccable. But everybody else is killing it. Like even Christopher Walken, like you would think of him obviously of like some of like his more like dramatic roles, but seeing him in this comedy. And just like seeing him in Joe Dirt as well. Yeah. Those are two that he's just a hilarious ass dude.
Man, I think that going back to like the storyline, I think when we get to the Cleary residence, their estate, whatever you call that, beautiful ass beautiful home.
Yeah, the estate
on their own island.
I think the estate would be perfect.
But I love the black butler. He actually was hilarious when he sees Jeremy carrying the old woman after she's mistakenly slept in his bed. And first of all, she was hilarious. She had some wild lines. But when he's carrying her, she's like, "Carry me to my room," and he picks her up and he's walking her to her bedroom, and the butler steps out. He's like, "How much jam you got, man?"
I was about to say seed.
She be pushing 80 or 90. He said something like that.
How much jam do you got, man? Dude, like just like the dude I mentioned, like Bradley Cooper's friend at the football game, the butler, even the brother. The people who are not given just like all of like the great lines and whatnot, bro, they deliver them so well that they still excuse me, they become like legendary lines the more you watch this movie, because you start picking up on some of like the nuances and the tone they deliver it. Yeah, bro, that's a line that I never picked up until just watching this rewatch. Just, how much jam do you got, man? Bro, that's fucking hilarious. And even like when Vince Vaughn comes down and he just mentions like, yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night because of the midnight rape and the gay art show that took place in my room last night.
Bro, when he wakes up and he's tied to the bedposts and she has like the duct tape and she says to him, "I'm just not being adventurous enough for you." He's like, "I'm pretty sure that is not what I was telling you." And she duct tapes his sock into his mouth. Yeah. It's like, this isn't a fantasy.
Bro, I never want to be like tied up like that.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
with that shit.
Yo.
That would be a nightmare.
And then when Christopher Walken, Senator Cleary walks in there in the middle of the night, he talks, sits on the bed. His son is in the closet. The art is on the wall. And he sees the rope. He like fucking tugs on it. And then he pauses. And then he says, he just goes on the conversation like nothing is happening. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
He's just like, this dude's probably into some weird shit. Let me just let this go. And neither brother is just like, I'll come out when the time is right. He's like, no, don't you come out. Don't come out.
And he's like, and he fucking circles his hand over his lips and then presses like his finger against his lips, and it's like, oh,
bro,
God.
Vince Vaughn delivered like his facial expression literally looks like he's in a horror movie. He's just like, please let me sleep. I just want to sleep, please.
You won't make time for me.
Oh my God, man.
Yo, but bro, I mean, going back to another really great scene, another great line is after the mom makes John feel her breast, and he's going down the stairs. He says, "What's the matter? You got the look on your face."
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Claire's mom made me feel her hooters.
Well,
snap out of it.
Yeah. Would an older woman make you feel her cans?
He said, by the way, did you motorboat?
How were they?
You old sailor.
Yeah. How were they? They look
She's
great.
still in the house.
That's the part I love, bro. Where is she? Is she still in the house?
Yo, he is a freak, boy. That man is a freak.
Do it. What do you say? Like, you got problems. Try getting jerked off underneath the table and then talk to me when you got problems.
Yeah, you go do that while I spit up blood. A team player.
Yeah. Dude, and honestly, that kind of even brings me to another great scene in this movie is the dinner scene.
Wait, oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's when you're getting the grandma almost at her peak when she's talking about the president and Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah. Big dyke. Real rug muncher. I'm like, oh my God. This woman is crazy. And then Bradley Cooper, he's off because he's out puking his brains out because he got dosed with a little
Visine.
Yeah, a little Visine, which I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that would have the impact that it did. I wonder if there's actually truth to that.
Well, how much? I think I turned away. How much did he put in there?
There's a few drops, a few squeezes.
He's like, oh, fuck it, man.
Ew.
But yeah, that dinner scene, dude, is hilarious. And even when like he's getting jerked off underneath the table
for the whole family,
and they're trying to like keep their con going with like the holy shirts and pants that makes no fucking sense, but they're going along with it. But like, I think the grandma steals the show in that scene though.
Yeah, and then when the son gets up, he's like, "I'll be upstairs painting homo things," and he like looks at Jeremy.
Oh,
and Jeremy's like, "What the fuck?"
It brings me to it when he's like, "Yeah, he's like, I got into I forgot what school was it Juilliard?
RISD, Rhode Island School of Design, right?
Was that? I can't remember what school he said he got into.
I think RISD, Rhode Island School of Design.
It's like, oh yeah, is that like pump him up? It's like, oh, that's really really difficult to do. Like, congratulations and whatnot. He's like, yeah, but my dad said it would be a political liability. He's like, because of our situation. And like, what is our situation, Dad? You're a homo.
Yeah.
Oh
Bro,
my God.
She definitely had some good liners.
Yeah, that's what we mentioned. That's when he goes off and he's like, I'm off to
do it myself.
Homo things. He looks at Vince Vaughn.
Yo, I know. Vince Vaughn's like, what the hell is going on? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, I think when we get to, when the revelation that Claire and, Claire finds out that John and Jeremy are wedding crashers. And they had kind of been, they've been really kind of focusing on that relationship and the time that they were spending together. They only knew each other a couple of days, and he had her questioning her whole fucking relationship of several years. I mean, he was a piece of shit dude just the same. So I guess maybe that it was really just a reflection of that to some extent.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing maybe she was already kind of questioning it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it seems like until he came along, she was probably just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah. It definitely did.
Because even when when Sack is puking his brains out, and he's on the phone. He's like, yeah, she's trying to be a career woman and save the world, but when we get married, that's all going to change. I want a wife, not a. What did he say? I want a wife, not something.
Like a Mother Teresa or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember how he ended that line, but he's like, I'm looking for a wife, not a something. I was like, oh, bro. Okay.
Yeah, Sack would be a MAGA if this movie took place.
Oh yeah.
Today. Yeah, I mean that's the kind of fucking douche.
I think we know where he
comes across as, like just like in your face.
We could say we know where he would be on January 6th.
Yes, exactly.
But dude, that almost brings me to not necessarily a con, but just kind of a question. I'm like, because I just wrote, like, how would crashing, like, because they found out they crash weddings. Like, how would that, like, did they just do a background check? Like, how would they even find that shit out?
Well, it sounded like Sack and his friend that he called knew a PI guy, private investigator.
Oh, was it more of a PI?
Yeah, it was a PI guy.
Okay.
And they used them to set up some other guy. They mentioned that in the initial conversation.
Okay, that would make more sense than just doing like a background check, because I was like, bro, like that. Your background check doesn't bring up a hobby,
right?
So you need to go a little more extensive in it.
Yeah.
But I just kind of missed that part.
So they definitely had a reputation, but everything hits the fan there, and John is just kind of drifting, crashing weddings by himself. Like he ended up trying to kiss one of the brides. Just I'm like, And then like he is just making an ass of himself at these weddings, falling over and shit. But when he ends up connecting with Will Ferrell's character,
Chaz.
that scene is wild.
Bro, I mean, this scene has birthed numerous memes and GIFs and anything you could think of that's like hit social media. Like, Will Ferrell doesn't have a huge like role in this movie as Chaz, but when he enters, man, he comes in.
I almost nunchuck you. You don't even realize. Yo, his lines, like, they do not waste this character. Everything from I'm just living the dream when he sees the woman leave the bedroom or leave his house. And then grief is nature's most powerful aphrodisiac, like.
I think her boyfriend died or something.
Yeah,
hang gliding accident. oh, how's it going? Oh, you're dead. Oh my God, bro.
Yo, goddamn you, Roger! When he takes him to crash the funeral, this dude is literally crashing funerals.
Damn you, Roger.
This motherfucker was wilding hardcore.
Well, even Owen Wilson was thinking like maybe this was a bad idea until he sees the little piece that comes down and says bye to him, and he's like, shit, maybe this dude is on something.
I will have some meatloaf.
I will have some of that meatloaf. And bro, like,
yeah,
I mentioned this off mic, but there's literally not a chance that I can eat some meatloaf at any time and not think of this moment of like, ma, the meatloaf. Just like even like crab cakes. If I get crab cakes, I'll always pop in my mind of crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. There's just some of these lines that will live in my brain until the day I die. It just has implemented itself into like my pop culture brain.
Bro, the lack of shame in this Chaz character is just, it needs to be studied. Bro, when he's over across, like when they're at the funeral and they're like, John has a woman crying on his shoulder, and across he sees Ferrell. He sees Chaz with this woman on his arm, and he's just like, like, and then he say, "God damn you, Roger, so senseless."
Was I tripping when he did that at the end? The brother was looking at him
yes.
when he was doing
yes, he was.
I was like, "Am I tripping?"
The wrong idea.
Yeah, he was about to make a good painting of Chaz. That would be a good post-credit scene if they showed the brother making a painting of Chaz. That would have been fucking hilarious.
I mean, dude. Even the last act is, that's where it leans more into the rom side, right?
Yeah, you're getting some of the drama stuff.
Yeah, he goes to the wedding and he ends up basically kind of laying it out there. And when fucking Vince Vaughn drops sack, oh man,
that was satisfying.
It was very satisfying. It was great. It was great to see. Great moment.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't. What about you? Do you have any negatives? I don't really have any cons for this movie.
Honestly, like besides the whole
still fun.
The whole like how would they find out about the crash stuff? That was just something more I just kind of missed, because I'm not paying attention like to every little detail of like the movie. Sometimes I turn my head and take a little puff of the Magic Dragon every now and then. But honestly, like negatives, nothing that, because even like I said, even though it's 2 hours, I feel like the movie paces itself pretty well.
Yeah, it flies by.
You have for a comedy, you have so much comedy throughout the whole film, and even for like the women with the romance, if that's what you're looking for, you're getting hit with the romance like towards like the end of the movie, exactly where it's supposed to be. It's just sprinkled throughout, like closer to the end of the movie. Well, I mean, it hits you harder at the end, but it's sprinkled in there. So like nothing that stands out as far as like negatives. And like I'm thinking of like my score. Like, would I give this a 5-star? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Can you think of it? Do you have any cons?
No, not really, bro. I'm trying to think.
There's nothing that really stands out as far as like this is bad or this. Like I said, no actor really even like was poor in this movie either. In my opinion.
Yeah. I guess. This isn't really a knock. I think that Christopher Walken was underutilized. I think they could have used him for more comedic effect than they did. Yeah, because I mean he's a damn good actor. I mean some people may even probably would say that he's great.
I wonder. I'm gonna look.
But I think he was underutilized in the comedy in this movie. I think they used his wife. They did great with her in their scenes.
Yeah, I mean, especially because he killed it in Joe Dirt, in my opinion. And damn, he's getting. I mean, maybe it's because he's Christopher Walken, but I mean, he's getting second billing on like the casting list right here. But Joe Dirt came out in 2001, and this came out in 2005. Yeah, 2005. So you would think you would possibly, maybe give Christopher Walken a little bit more meat on the bone. And who knows? Maybe he did. Maybe there's some deleted scenes on the DVD that got released where
That's
maybe
true.
he did some stuff and it just quite didn't fit for time. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
well, man, I was just saying, I'm down to pivot to scores.
yeah, I'm just going over my notes real quick. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to bring up. Oh, just a quick note of another highlight scene is like the hunting scene.
Oh, man.
Just because I like the line of like when John
stitching
and
them up.
Jeremy are just talking, and they're just like, I want to hunt maybe like a bear or like a fucking human being. And he's like, whoa, man. And he takes the gun and he points it away from himself because he's pointing the gun right at Vince Vaughn. He's like, I don't mean just any human being. I mean somebody that knows the jungle, somebody that's really cunning. But that scene, then he ends up getting shot in the ass, and then he gets his needs taken care of by Gloria. But the hunting scene is another highlight scene, though, for me. Just wanted to give a shout out to that.
I mean, that scene also, the scene that follows is so great. He's like, you selfish son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You leave me in the trenches taking grenades, John.
Oh, yeah. And then that also leads to, like, they're going for a bike ride, which I'm like, the way they shoot that is, like, just in itself pretty funny. I know they're going for a romantic scene, but it's just pretty funny. Because I'm like, this is, like, some white people shit right here. Bro, you're going on this, like, those especially those bikes, those specific bikes. I'm like, those are specific white people type bikes.
Some OG bikes.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you're riding around in a collared shirt and the way she's dressed too. I'm like, bro, y'all are looking straight up just like a Hallmark card right now. Just like, oh, whoa. I fell over. Whoa.
I definitely can see that for sure.
Because I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm wearing a collared shirt and I'm getting on a bike. I'm about to be sweating my ass off.
Yeah.
There's just no way that's happening. But that's in itself, it's still a funny scene. Maybe just to me, just because of the way it's shot and the way it looks.
Yeah,
but
and that song low-key hit for me, actually.
the song?
That song that they played during that little their
Which one
bike
was
ride.
it?
When the weather is fine. That one.
Oh,
you got women. You got women on your mind?
That's I want to say they used that in Guardians.
I would not
at some
be surprised.
Point. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say they used that in Guardians. One of the three at some point.
In the summertime, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely feel like hear the rhythm in my mind right now.
Yeah,
Not sure of the lyrics, but the vibe of that song is really good.
Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely fits the scene.
That's one thing that doesn't. It's not a huge highlight, but some of the music choices were very good. Just like that one you mentioned, and the shout for the opening scene when they're at the weddings and doing the montage and stuff. I wouldn't say a soundtrack for the Wedding Crashers is not something that I would jump to, but watching this, it's still well done. It's all right. It's fine.
I was just saying, man. Yeah. Well, with that, going to scores, man. I'll kick us off, man.
Go for it.
I'll give this a 4.5 for me. Really enjoy this movie. Have a lot of nostalgia tied to this movie. Very rewatchable. I can jump in at really any point in this movie and have fun with it. So yeah, I mean, it's got a certain status, I think, of some of the great comedies that came out during the early aughts. Around that same time of Anchorman, 40-Year-Old Virgin, a few years later, Superbad. Just a lot of really great movies in that era, and this still stands out. Talladega Nights, and this movie still stands out as one of the best in a very competitive era.
Yeah.
So yeah, highly recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend revisiting it if you have. But yeah, that's my score, 4.5.
Yes, sir. I'm agreeing with you as well. 4.5. The only reason why, I don't have any cons for the movie, I would damn near give it a 5-star, but I only just shortchange it just because of some of the other comedies that I have ranked ahead of it, like a Talladega Nights or a Step Brothers, even a Dumb and Dumber from back in the 90s.
I think
there's some just comedies that just.
The stories are better.
Yeah, the stories are better, and
it
just lives in my nostalgia brain a little bit more. I mean, Wedding Crashers has so many, excuse me, so many lines that has just like cultivated not only my mind but just pop culture history. It's easily one of the all-time greats as far as comedy goes, and easily one of the like, best romantic comedies as well. So like depending on like whatever list you wanted to rank as far as like comedy movies, like it's gonna make it. Like if you did a top 100, easily on there.
Oh yeah.
Top 10, it's probably making that. I mean, if I was doing a top 10 of my favorite comedy movies of all time, it's not gonna be top 5, but I would say it could crack that 6 to 10 range potentially. If it doesn't crack my top 10, it's in the probably that next batch, the 11 to 15 range. But even that's because there's so many good comedies out there. But yeah, this movie doesn't really have any misses, and you're getting the chemistry between these two. It kind of is unfortunate that their other movie didn't pan out as well as this one did. But
well, dude, I mean,
sometimes it just happens.
I think this is a really tough era, man, because
40-Year-Old Virgin too came out the same year.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Scary Movie 1.
Knocked Up.
Dude, Beer Fest. Beer Fest is a banger.
I love Beer
Fest.
They have another
Step
one
Brothers.
that's pretty good. What's another one? Old
Super
School.
Troopers.
Super. That's it.
Yeah.
I love Super Troopers and fucking the one you just mentioned.
Yeah, man. There's just a bunch of really great movies from this time, and this.
Did you even say Dodgeball?
No, Dodgeball as well, man.
Another one.
Yeah,
another Vince Vaughn movie.
Despite all that competition, this movie still remains a really standout picture during that 10-year.
Anchorman,
10
super
years.
bad too. Like early 2000, the 2000 to 2010.
I think Rush Hour 2 happened
whatever.
during that time as well, didn't it? Like
Rush
early
Hour?
2000s. Didn't Rush Hour 2 happen in the early 2000s?
Rush Hour was, I want to say, no, it was 98.
Rush Hour 2 was 98.
No, Rush.
Rush Hour 2 was 2001 though.
Yeah,
and that was great.
Yeah. Rush Hour 2.
So that's another really great movie comedy that came out in that time.
Damn, yeah, making a list of comedies from that early 2000. I'm not sure you mentioned Anchorman. Even like another romantic comedy that I feel is good with Jennifer Aniston too, as Along Came Polly. I find really funny.
Oh yeah.
And The Breakup as well with Vince Vaughn. Like Vince Vaughn has great chemistry with a lot of different actors and actresses. I would give him that, man.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up our episode for this week. And thank you for joining us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.